How's he going to handle the Premier League? Don't make me laugh. We've seen some of the strikers out with the top teams in the Premier League. He'll have them in his pocket.
We'll talk about that a little later on with Jan and Manchester United's potential with Varane there. But just going back to the point that Stevie made in this article that apparently he read. Where did you read it, Steve?
I was listening to a football show on the radio this morning.
Right.
That's the one I told you not to listen.
Somebody who generally is very reliable said he turned up. He'd turned up overweight again.
And this is the stigma, of course, that, like it or not, Eden Hazard has stuck with him now. Said he has that reputation.
Yeah, and I suppose go back to that starting 11 again. And of course, if you're very optimistic, you look at that starting 11 and think that's not a bad team. But as both Stevie and Craig are saying, you've got to look at the context of it. Now, it's not a bad team if all of those players are fully fit and at their best form. But you've got the doubt about the midfield, certainly over the course of a whole season. And I'm assuming that Fede Valverde will play a reasonably big role in there. If he stays, Martin Ødegaard will have to play a role. You've got two theoretically pretty good central defenders, but they've still got to form a partnership, which, of course, is what's been broken up after 7 years. And then, yes, let's come to Hazard or Bale or Rodrigo or Vinicius or Marco Asensio. There's lots of good attacking players there. But there has to be a question mark about whether or not we get that best form from them. You've got someone like Benzema who's got no real replacement. And then if you look at it purely in terms of Hazard, then, yeah, you have to get a lot more from him than you've got the last two seasons. If he's not fully fit, he's obviously 2 years older. It's been a real disaster, his time at Real Madrid so far. Now, up to a point, the first season, it didn't matter because they won the league anyway. They had other players play well in his positions. But I think last year, that really showed. And I think Ancelotti has a big task trying to get him fit, because if you do get him fit, we all know he's talented. It's just about making the whole thing work and making him work to get into shape to start with.
And of course, what's apparent now, Carlo Ancelotti was not Real Madrid's first choice. Allegri saying this just yesterday. I have to thank Real Madrid and the president for the opportunity he gave me to coach the team. Then I thought about it and chose Juventus. It was a gesture of love for a club that gave me a lot and who I enjoy coaching. This isn't ideal either, is it, Sid?
Well, no, it's not. But I suppose if there is a manager anywhere in the world that you want at your club who is publicly known not to be first choice, it's someone like Ancelotti. Because to be perfectly honest, Ancelotti doesn't care. So what? I'm at Real Madrid. He's not. That's fine. And Ancelotti sees this as a fantastic second opportunity that he never thought he would get. Please don't take this the wrong way, Napoli and Everton fans, but Ancelotti will see this as well as the chance to go kind of back up to a level that it looked like he'd left behind. And so in that sense, I think Ancelotti, better than some managers who would be more sensitive about this, doesn't mind that he's not first choice, so long as things go well and so long as he can get things into place. And of course, one of the reasons why I think there's been a certain tranquility at Real Madrid and a calmness surrounding a situation that's really not that great in some ways is that you've got a manager who's very accepting. You've got a manager who knows what's going on, who knows he's not going to get new signings, who knows that his job is to work with the people who are there, and also knows, yeah, they didn't bring him first. It was a chance conversation that led to Ancelotti becoming Real Madrid manager again, but it suited everyone. I suppose that's one of the things we sometimes forget, that when we talk about marriages of convenience, well, they're convenient. And this is a very convenient manager for Real Madrid at this particular moment.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.